Page 27, Can't Buy Me Love, or She Loves Me. It's a Beatles thing. There's a lot of Beatles pieces in these Baker books. I get a lot of copyright hits when I put this up on YouTube because they're copyrighted music. Okay. Let's talk about this. Let's cover everything, make sure we understand everything in the music. You need to understand every symbol. It's there for a reason. Don't overlook something. I tend to do that sometimes. There's a lot going on. So we have the staff. It has a bass clef. We're going to use left hand. 4/4 time. We've had that. 4 beats in a measure. You're counting to 4. And you're counting quarter notes. So they're the same as 4 quarter notes in every measure, sort of. Of course, you look at the first measure, there's only 3 counts in it. That's a pickup measure. An incomplete measure, a partial measure, a bar, or whatever you want to call it. If you look at that bottom at the end, the last measure is 1 counting, and that's count 1. And then we come in on count 2 at the beginning. There. They just cut that bar in half. They do that sometimes, especially when you're not looking. Then we have the left hand, you got quarter notes and whole notes and what? That's about all I see here, quarter notes and whole notes. So you can count those, I hope, or half notes too. You got half notes. I forgot the half notes. Again, say the name of the note and play it. Don't worry about counting. We got to drill in the names of these notes. So you're here, your thumb's on middle C in the left hand, and it's an F, A, C, C, A, C. Second line is A, F, A, C. You will need to focus on the name of the note that you're actually playing, the name of the key you're playing. So when I say in the second line A, I'm playing an A, this A on the piano. That's what I'm trying to focus on. I'm playing an A on the piano. Now I'm going to play an F on the piano, and an A and a C. Well, I got to know where my hand is. I got to remember which notes the fingers are on. This can take a little time at first when you're not used to it, but take my word for it, it comes in time. You'll get to the point where you'll instinctively know where your hand is on the piano and what keys the fingers are on almost all the time. Occasionally you gotta look down and remember, where am I here? I don't know where I'm at. That's okay. It's all part of learning music, but this is something to focus on because I get questions. I'm just focusing on the numbers. Please don't. The numbers are a guide, and they're giving you too many numbers. You don't need all these numbers. You don't need all these finger numbers. You don't need the names of the notes here because you need to be memorizing those. You're not going to have these much longer. They're going to take them away. So you work on it. Just know that you're playing, at the beginning, you're playing an F, and that you're playing this F. You happen to use little finger because that's the finger that's on that note. That's all. And then an A, you play an A, and then play a C, middle C, and play the middle C again, and then play an A, and then play middle C again. Use whatever finger's on that note. Concentrate on the note names as you do this. So you go through and work on the note names, and then go through and put in the rhythm. That's the counting. So it's 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So go through the whole thing and count it out and play it very carefully. Once you have the rhythm, you don't have to count it anymore. You just play it. So forth. You don't have to go that fast. My point is you're only counting at first to get the rhythm correct, and then you feel the rhythm. You have to get to where you can feel the music. But first you got to get through the mechanical stuff, and the feeling comes later. So we know all the symbols. We know what the quarter notes are and the bar lines, and you know what a measure or a bar is. Well, there's another symbol I haven't pointed out I want to point out, and that's at the very end of the last line. You see a thin and thick bar line. That is the musical symbol for the end of a piece of music. If you look at music in some other book or music or wherever, invariably you will find this thin and thick bar line someplace. It may not be at the end, it could be somewhere else, but it'll be there someplace. And that tells you that the song or the music is going to end there eventually. It may not end there the first time it goes through, because music can move around and repeat and do all kinds of things. But eventually it's going to end where that thin and thick bar line is. That's the symbol for it. So if you're into arranging music or writing music or doing your own thing, make sure wherever your piece ends, you use that thin and thick bar line. They have it at the bottom. Now keep in mind also at the end, the last two measures or two bars at the bottom, that A, the whole note, and the quarter note are connected with a curved line. See, it doesn't matter if the curved line is below or above. That's not important. The point is there. It's a tie. So you're going to hold that whole note down for 5 counts total at the end. That's what. So be sure and do that. Let's play this together very slowly to make sure we have the notes and the rhythms. And the number of beats that I count in, where I say I'm going to give you so many beats, that's based on the time signature. So here I'd give you 4 counts, and we'd play 4 counts, but we come in on beat 2, so I'm going to give you 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, go, and then we go. So let's try this together very slowly and make sure we got the right notes and rhythms. This is after you've learned it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and this fun. 3, forgetting the yes, yeah, okay. 4, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie off.